headed, just depending on the conditions. The watch advisory also includes a vast swath of Alaska's coastline, which you can see there at the top of your screen there. Of course, parts of the Panhandle, and this all stems from that 8.7 magnitude earthquake that hit near Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula, and that followed a number of strong aftershocks. So far, we are hearing no reports of any damage.
And this has just come in. Japan has now raised its tsunami warning to an alert level. So let's go right to our meteorologist, Heather Waldman.
Yeah, we're going to start with where this earthquake occurred. Gulston mentioned eastern Russia. That's where the earthquake was measured about an hour and a half ago, so 4:24 p.m. our time. This right here, that's the western extent of the Aleutian Islands, and those areas are under a tsunami warning. The concern with an earthquake, especially one of this magnitude, 8.7, is that all of the energy from that earthquake propagates outward. So that's where we get that big wave, that tsunami coming from, and that's what we're going to be watching out for as we go through the next couple of hours. I want to get you back to that map from the National Tsunami Warning Center. Again, this is part of NOAA and the National Weather Service. Anything you see here in yellow, the entire coast of Alaska all the way down through British Columbia and the entire continental U.S. west coast, that is that tsunami watch. That means a tsunami is possible. Anything you see in red here, like the western Aleutian Islands, that's a tsunami warning. That means that forecasters expecting that a tsunami is imminent or already occurring. The orange in between there, that's the advisory, which is a somewhat elevated level of that tsunami threat. So what we're going to be looking for is to see if this stays as a tsunami watch or if it gets elevated. Obviously, if forecasters have confidence that things are kind of weakening, they will downgrade this later this evening. So we'll be watching that for you carefully. Back to you.
Yeah, take a look at this, Heather. We can show you a live picture here. This is coming out of Honolulu, of course, in Hawaii, and you can see things calm right now. And this is an area where they're currently under an advisory, or I should say a warning right now.
That's right. They're estimating that the first tsunami wave would arrive at 7:17 local time. That would be 10:17 our time here in California.
I'll just correct myself. They're under a watch right now. So,
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they're obviously on alert. This is something that is certainly familiar for the residents of Hawaii and, of course, a lot of other Pacific Island nations and states out there.
And as you were mentioning, this can fluctuate. So at the very moment, they are under a warning, that at 7:17 local time, they could see the first tsunami wave. Now, keep in mind, here in California, we have seen these, can be damaging, but they can also be very small. It would still be considered a tsunami if it's bigger than normal and triggered by the earthquake, but it doesn't necessarily mean it would be damaging.
And again, any type of wave from a tsunami would reach the California coast somewhere right after midnight. We'll keep an eye on this. And again, like you mentioned, Edie, these conditions change with regards to watches, warnings, advisories, alerts. So, yeah, we'll be on this throughout the night for all of our viewers out there. So right now we're going to go to some other breaking news. The names released of the victims in yesterday's shooting spree outside of a Reno, Nevada casino, and police still searching for some answers as to why this happened. Investigators saying that there were no clear links between the gunman and any of the victims. But